This is what a comic book looks like when you're finished. I wrote this comic about these gummies that came alive, and the ice cream worker doesn't really like it.
Kids love comic books. There's something about connecting text and image that does something neither medium alone can do. It's sort of a visual feast.
Can you see when things are flapping? You can also see it. So he hits sound.
My name is Robyn Carter, and I am a WritersCorps teaching artist in residence at Reading Elementary School.
So if you spot any sentences where you've got is, are, was, were, instead of a strong action verb, see if you can revise using the strong action verb.
The WritersCorps is a project of the San Francisco Arts Commission that places published fiction writers and poets in schools and community settings to teach creative writing courses to kids.
Read your about the author, because it's your first one.
Reading is located in the Upper Tenderloin, Lower Nob Hill part of San Francisco, and we serve families who live in the Tenderloin primarily, but also kids from Chinatown and neighborhoods throughout the city. Most of my students are second language learners. There are probably about 5 or 6 different home languages spoken in my class.
And in the final revision, it says the mountains look like they're floating.
We get floating, yeah, we get this sense of motion there.
The comic books are a hook for kids who are new to English to learn to get words down in writing.
You have one sentence, do that, and you'll be done with sharks. Okay.
It doesn't matter where a student is in the English language acquisition process. They can access the curriculum wherever they are. They brainstorm for ideas, and if they don't have an idea, I put out a try this writing exercise. There's no requirements about topics or themes. I really let the students shape the curriculum themselves, and I focus on helping them develop the tools they need to see their project through.
Do you see how every time a new character speaks, it's a new line? Do that. Hit enter. I think a period's missing there. Add that.
Once they've got a rough draft, I will project their draft and we'll read it. And I always try to pull out sentences that illustrate an element of craft we've been focusing on.
His flip-flops flap on the cracked street. Above power lines tangled in the clouds, the ball soars through the sky.
Is that sentence showing or telling? Yes.
Telling.
It's telling. We don't really have a picture. Here's his revision. The sky fills with clouds and splits in half. That's pretty much what
the process of making a comic book from the blank page to the finished published comic, it's a pretty long process. It might take a month or several months depending on the scope. I have 5th graders who spend the whole school year working on a graphic novel. And with younger kids, with my 3rd graders, they might still spend a month or 2 revising, illustrating, laying out. It's a project.
Okay.
It really teaches them about hard work, that you've got to be persistent and you've got to make a lot of mistakes before you master something. What I hope they take away is that there is no one correct way to write or correct way to illustrate something, that there's lots of correct ways, and however they get to that place for them is fine.
Hey everybody, welcome to WritersCorps WordStorm. And clap it up for yourselves.
Welcome to WordStorm. My students are up first.
I will build my go-kart out of air and superpower and electricity.
Behind it, moonlight sparkles on the flat skin of the river.
Wind whooshes past my ears. Flower stems wiggle.
I love helping kids discover their voice, regardless of what they want to say.
Eyes turn black.
The role I enjoy is as someone, sort of the guide on the side, helping them develop the tools they need to tell their story.
Walk down the hall past the torn carpet that hangs on the wall.
And dots fall across computer screens like snowflakes in a blizzard.
an amazing writer. Thank you so much, Royal. Round of applause.